Get him, Nibbles.
Good morning from Palmerton. We're back on the trail, and lucky for us, it's a climb out of Palmerton, out of the Lehigh Gap, or up towards the Blue something. I don't know. We gotta settle back.
Here, I'll take it from here just in case. Palmerton wasn't as nasty as I made it look yesterday. That was all just where you walk into town. We were a little jaded from the squatter who squatted in the shelter and, as Spirit Man said, probably brought his bed bugs with bloody sheets. Anyway, we stayed at that's actually a decent little town for a resupply. If you call the hostel, make sure you ask for a ride or make sure you hitch into Palmerton, because it ended up being a 2-mile walk from the time you get off trail till the time you get to the hostel, which is cool. Huh? It wasn't hard. It was wet because we had to walk through like tall grass. But anyway, this is the climb out of Palmerton.
It's apparently iconic.
Iconic is what Nibbles said. It's an iconic, it's supposed to be really steep, like hand over hand mountain climb, which I doubt it is. But typically when I doubt, it is. Anyhow, we'll see what this is all about here in a minute. Yeah, you want to leave it somewhere? She's behind that bush. It's a little bit of a rock climb, not anything that you can't do with a hand and 2 feet. Look, there's an airport. That must be Palmerton. I'm gonna have to fly over here sometime. Check that out. Looks like fun. There's the river. I don't know what the name of that river is. And then yesterday we came up from behind that tree. We came up off that mountain, crossed this bridge, and then walked 1.5 miles into town. Oh, missed the whole climb. Hey. All right, my turn. Yeah, the only thing that I would do differently in Pennsylvania is bring a helmet next time. Like, you take one good fall in this state and you're toast. Like, even on some of the smaller rocky scales, there's that mountain. Anyway, more rocks. The iconic climb out of Palmerton. I never even heard about it until yesterday or 2 days ago when somebody was, until somebody was whining about it at the shelter 2 nights ago, I guess. It is kind of cool though. It's windy today, which is nice because it's better than it being hot and sunny right now. Oh man. Oh yeah, here. There's the town, home of donuts, coffee, funny diners, and little restaurants, and a dumpster, or a trash and waste recycling station. Palmerton. Oh, holy cow, look where we're going. Apparently today's Flag Day as well. America. It's awesome. Well, we topped out on that gap, on the gap. That was probably the most enjoyable climb that I've had in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has been what's been challenging about it is the rocks, I said I wasn't going to make the rocks of Pennsylvania the story, and I still don't think that it is, but it's definitely earned its place in any story that you have about Pennsylvania if you get out on the trail. But that jump, there she is. I was wondering where Nibbles went. That jump up the Palmerton Gap was awesome. And there's we're close to the east, we're close to East Coast cities, so there's a lot of old graffiti all over everything, and people complain about it, and I do too, but it's old graffiti. It's from the 90s, so it's not that new hipster graffiti that you see in all the cool towns. Another mundane Pennsylvania view. I don't know why this thing's not adjusting in for the color. There it goes. And now we're gonna walk. I think we only have 13 miles left today, and it's only 8. It's only 9 a.m. Oh shoot! Let's check this out really quick. See if there's a good spot to jump over this. There it is. So there's the town of Palmerton. I really didn't capture much of it yesterday, but it was actually a really great town for resupplying. So keep that in mind. I know I only shot us walking into it where it was kind of nasty and boring looking, but that's just how you walk in. If you take the Blue Blaze, if you're smart, you would just call the hostel and tell them that you need a ride, and they'd come and pick you up, which we didn't know. Or the other option would be to thumb it in, which one lady said they got to there's an intersection when you cross the river, and she said, I walked up to a truck and I knocked on the window and was like, hey, can you drop me off downtown? I'll just jump in the back of your truck. And the guy in the truck was like, yeah, of course. So she said that was her thumbing experience so far on the AT. We still haven't hitched it anywhere, and I'm not planning on it either. So anyway, it's a nice day. It's cool, overcast, and windy, and it's not raining yet. It looks like it's gonna rain, but I don't think it's going to, according to the weather forecast, and we know they're not that accurate. And I'm just happy to be out here today. Some days are better than others. You get a few days, and one of the drawbacks of the state is that it pigeonholes you because of water. There's so little water on the trail that you have to, today we have a 17-mile water carry, and then because of where that stops, you either have to stop there or you have to go 5 miles and stay at a hotel, because that's the next water stop, and then it's 5 miles from there up another mountain to water. I mean, it's ridiculous. And that's just been the story. Yesterday we had to go to town because the only place that had water, there was a guy there with dogs that were pooping all over the trail, and he was also squatting, and you just don't want to get, when people squat, they might not be very clean. Not like we're really clean either. I mean, I'm clean, but you know what I mean. Anyway, we just didn't want to deal with that. So we had to go all the way into Palmerton, which was a bummer, but it ended up being a good thing. We had Dunkin' Donuts last night. We had a minor resupply. I had a buffalo chicken salad for dinner at the Palmerton Hotel, which is not a hotel, but it's a decent bar. And then this morning I had 2 pancakes, 2 eggs over easy, home fries, 2 pieces of bacon, and 3 cups of coffee. So I'm feeling good right now. Anyhow, hats off to America. It's Flag Day. I don't know if that's like a steel plant or what. It's cool though. It's awesome. I love industry, and it's cool just to see it. Like we have a hiker coming on us right now. How are you doing?
Good. Have a good day.
Hey, you too. Anyway, that was a day. That's what a day hiker looks like. For those of you who only watch this and only come hiking, virtual hiking, as I like to call it. That's what I did last winter. I think I virtual hiked the PCT with Darwin, and I also virtual hiked. Did he do the PCT or the CDT? Oh, I did the CDT. Virtual hiked the CDT with Dixie. That was pretty awesome. My favorite episode was when she's up in Montana and she's like walking. She's like on this road walk, and it's like this huge flat, like there's like I don't know how long it is. I think it's not 500. It's like 100 miles of just flat land between northern Colorado through like Wyoming, I think. And she gets to this place, and like people are just like, all the road workers, all the people driving by, like none of them know her. I just dropped my water bottle. None of them know her, and they all just start throwing her like Coca-Colas, Gatorades, I think candy bars. It's totally funny. Anyway, that was my favorite episode. Shout out to Dixie. I think if it wasn't for Dixie, I don't think my wife would be as comfortable with the trail. And that's just a testament to how good Dixie's video log show has been. So there you go. Mad props. Anyway, back to PA.